At the DMV, I need to pay for my registration on the CRX because it was due 2 months ago, so it's on max late fee, like $200. My number is 201. It's barely on 160, so I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick. I'm not gonna use my car, I'm just gonna walk. Fuck it. And I suspect this is gonna be a long ass wait, so I should have went to Santa Teresa. It's way faster over there. Got me some Wendy's. Just right down the street from the DMV. About to head back. I'll be pissed off if that shit went past my number. Damn, that girl. Woo. Sorry.
Now serving EE2 at window number 23. Now.
Couldn't complete the registration for the car because it had a suspension on it for no insurance. So I got to do the reinstatement fee, proof of insurance, go back to the DMV. Fuck that place. I hate that place, I swear to God. So yeah, while I was over there waiting my ass off, I had put this Type R head up for sale, and I already got a buyer. He's coming down right now, so I'm gonna have to pull this off the head and then sell this, take that block, send it out to get rebuilt. It's a boosted block, so yeah, I'll explain all that later. But first, I'm gonna take this off now. Head is off. Kind of struggled with that a little bit. It's been a while. So I'm looking at the piston, and you can see there's oil where the valves come down to on the piston. So it might be the valve seals that's causing all this smoking. You can still see the crosshatch on the walls. Okay, this motor has very low mileage before it was pulled out because of the smoking issue. But yeah, the guy should be here any second now. And as soon as I sell that head, I'm gonna send this block out and get all the shit changed out on it, and then be ready for boost in another car. Good morning, everybody. Headed back to the DMV right now to finish my fucking registration for my CRX, because yesterday I had a I guess it was suspended. My registration was suspended due to not having insurance for a whole year. Ouch. But I'm going back today with my reinstatement fee being paid. I got the 6-digit that is required. I got my proof of insurance right here, and hopefully I should be able to get my tags by the time I walk out of that fucking place. But once I get that all squared up, I'm just waiting for my competition twin disc flywheel bolts to come in. And if you watch my last video of my Supercharged K, I lent out my, or I gave away my clutch bolt to get a friend going for a track event that I missed, and he ordered some new ones for me. So he said Wednesday, tomorrow, and once the registration is done, the fucking bolts come in. I have everything to put my CRX back together, and it'll be tagged, ready to go. And definitely going to be documenting that one, and then putting that car on the dyno to get ready for April's race day. And Yeah, so hopefully when I get out of there, we're squared up. I hope this shit goes fast. There's like half the car in the parking lot. It's looking very promising, I hope. Well, finally got around to stop being lazy. It's been a couple hours past now since the DMV, and a lot of bullshit in the fucking garage. I need to start doing something with getting rid of everything and you know, bullshit like this. Garage is getting too clustered right now. So today what I'm gonna probably be doing is fab up the hydro conversion bracket for my brother, as I've shown you in the last episode of planning the hydro conversion right here. But yeah, I got a bunch of metals and shit lying around that I'm probably gonna use. I have the original template from my hydro conversion, so I'm gonna be mocking metal based off of this, tack these together, fit it on here, make sure everything works, and then see where that leads me. I haven't found the steel braided line yet, so I'm gonna have to look for that. If it comes down to it, I'm probably gonna use hardline, since the since this transmission already has a line. Give me a second here. Since this transmission already has a line that goes from the, you know, the clutch slave, whatever the fuck, and it goes to over here to a rubberized one, so I can technically mount that here somewhere, make a hard line from there to here. I have all the fittings and everything for that as well, so whichever one comes first, either build the hard line or do the stainless line. But so yeah, let's get to measuring. Got the first basic rectangular piece cut out. I'm gonna strip it down. I'm gonna strip down that paint, or maybe not, but this piece goes here like so. This piece right here is pretty much the back piece here. It's a lot wider. I don't have much blade to cut it, but it's technically well, anyways, I'm gonna drill out this little hole right here. It's like a size of a, I don't know, 12, 11. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a real small bit, work my way up to possibly a 5/16, because you don't really need too big of a hole, because there's really not that many room. You want it to be just really snugged in there, and the pin can move freely without it binding while it's turning and twisting when you're depressing the pedal, and to leave enough meat on each side so that way it doesn't crack or break over time. The one that's in my wagon, it's holding up great. It's been over a year now of heavy, you know, clutch kicking and, you know, shifting and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna drill this out and then line this up so I'll know where this is gonna sit, right? And I also need to make the back plate, which is gonna bolt here, and this is supposed to be sitting really flat on here, so this hump thing, I'm gonna have to smash it in so that way it can sit flush. And then I'll make the little leg, which is gonna go here. Focus, please. Focus. Now I'm gonna make this little leg, which goes to the bottom here, which is what this triangular piece is for. So it's stabilized here and here to hold up this in place and not move when you're depressing the pedal. Alright, so this is pretty basic. I have the original template that I made for my car right here for the hydro conversion, right? Pretty basic. Nothing None too crazy as far as engineering this shit. This right here is supposed to be here. This attached to the bolt down here. That's what's going to stabilize this bracket being in place right here, like so. So I got my base plate. I have to drill out the hole that's going to be for this here. The hole saw is in the back on the press. Two little gussets, or one's a gusset, which is going to be right here. This is the back plate that goes to the bolt right here, like so. And then that's going to be right here, like that. This is going to be the gusset for the bottom. This one is going to be a giant gusset like for the top, like so. See, this one goes all the way across. This one does not. It's a really thick steel, so I highly doubt this is going to bend here. This is supposed to be on the bottom here, like that, like this one, so that way I can have a place to weld this piece in place to bolt down here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to have to hammer this little dimple part in, set this in place so I know where to weld this on this plate here to get a center of where I'm going to have to drill the circle out for that, and the 2 holes for the 12 mil. So this is a 14 mil. There's a nut and bolt. Just gonna have to undo. Very simple, right? I guess you can either flap that down, or you can hammer it. I'm going to try to hammer it first, because it doesn't seem like I have any room to hammer it where the pedal's sitting at right now, but let's try. If not, I'll just flap it out, no big deal. I don't know why that's even there, but just gonna be using a regular hammer because I'm not fancy like that. Hammer there. So I have this thing, right, from my dad, and it should do what I want it to do. Okay, so come on, helmet, fit my giant head. So somewhere over the rainbow, I'm gonna have this at a 90 degree, like so. Right? Melt this motherfucker together. You can get away by just setting this thing up really high. I'm probably gonna put it at like 110 because it's a really thick metal, and all I'm doing is fusing. I'm not using any filler for this. That's 90. Well, not a true 90 because I'm shaking. Oh, fuck. Maybe add some filler. I'll go back down to we'll go to 85. kind of hot. Bracket bolted up on one end, and looking straight down at it like this, straight down at it like this. I'm probably going to guesstimate that's the center, because this you can move it. I mean, I'm just trying to preference this because I kind of cut the end a little too short. You can see this 12 mil is literally going to be like right on the edge somewhere, so I'm just going to guesstimate this as the center here, and then that line right there is obviously going to guide me to where I want the X to be at. So this is going to go straight down, and obviously I want it to be right in the middle of this plate, and that's where I want to start my initial drill to start the hole saw. So something like that. I think I have a 1.5, I'm not sure, but it's a tad bit bigger than this, and yeah, let's drill this motherfucker out. So I use a 5/16. Got it drilled out. Perfect. Let's get it on the pedal. My calculation was all off. So this is bolted here. This is somewhat on there flat, and you can see back here it's off by a good amount. Set that to 0. This, let's see, it's 0. So from here to here, it's a good like 9-10 millimeters that I might have to kind of scoot that over, kind of snug that with the washer maybe. Let me see if I can try to make adjustabilities and stuff before cutting off those welds and re-welding it, but yeah. Alright, so seems that everything is falling into place now. Looks good. I'm gonna have to use a lot of the washer because there's a little space. It's not threaded all the way, but I mean that's not a big deal. Or I could punch it out and put a regular 12 through it to keep it short. But this is lined up. That's lined up. Pedal goes down. That's gonna push that little piston in. It's gonna squirt, squirt, and clutch gonna work. I don't know how that rhymed, but yeah. Start adding the gussets on it, and then tack it all in place. Fit it one more time, and fully weld it if everything's all good and dandy. So everything fitted up pretty well. About to start adding. I'm gonna add the gussets after I weld it, so that way I'm not getting the torch in between the two gussets. It's gonna be sitting right here. So weld that. Put gussets going up. Add the little leg. Cut another straight to put out right here to this piece. If you've seen the earlier explanations. So yeah, let's get to it. So bracket is mostly welded. Damn, son, look at that, son. I'm only good on thick metals. I can't weld like that on thin metals. But so yeah, you can see here that's mounted, just hand tight. This is not mounted at all. Pedal goes down, pushes the piston inside this motherfucker. This motherfucker gonna squirt. So now I just need to add this little section here. Now this is the piece that attaches this part right here, like so, and then a straight piece goes down to here and bolts into this piece here to extra stabilize this bracket, because right now it's only on one and attached here. So with the extra support here, this should be nicely firm in place. Alright, so it's like fucking 12 o'clock. Had a couple friends come by, caught me off guard, chopping up with them since they live about 2 hours away from me. But I got the bracket all mounted up. It's all tigged, stabilized, firm. The clutch master is bolted down. It's pinned here into the pedal. You can see the function. Fully functional, full hydro. So that's the end of this bracket. I just got to pull it off, paint it, install it back into the car, run the line, hard line or stainless line, whichever one I can find. Run the reservoir, run my hose out. I'll show you guys that. But for tonight, that's gonna conclude the video. It is hella late. I was supposed to install it tonight and show you guys how everything else is ran, but save that for another video. But as far as making this bracket, hopefully you guys can figure out the you know, how I did all that. But yeah, I'm tired, I'm out of my mind. I didn't even eat. I haven't drank anything, which is pretty bad. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys got any questions regarding this, feel free to leave a comment below, because I read that shit every day. Good night, y'all.